Good evening and welcome back to the Mancunian Way Stateside Blues post-match reaction show. City 2, Huddersfield Town 0. How are we all?
Oh, I'm very good, mate. How are you?
I'm very, very good.
Yeah.
Sorry it was a bit late. There was all lanes on the M60 and the M62 dropped down to one lane, so we ended up being late coming back. So my apologies. But how are we all, gentlemen? Hope we're all well. Hello, DC. Big up. Yeah, we really do. And this is every channel at the minute. YouTube is a bit of a mess, algorithm rise. It's all over the show because it's now gone into hype everything instead of it's changed its algorithm over. So please make sure, one big thing, make sure your notifications are switched to public and not private so you know when we are live. Please share them around. Please, the more likes, the more chat interaction, the more YouTube pushes you out. YouTube is now making everyone push to get the views. Yeah, because there's, I don't know, YouTube's going through a bit of a mad one at the moment. So, yes, your support, and we do need your help. Every channel needs your help. You probably noticed we're all saying the same thing at the minute because YouTube's, for some reason, got into the toilet algorithm-wise. It's very weird at the minute. Big up Simo Sumps for the 21 months, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you for your continued support. It means a hell of a lot. Nick, yes, we are going to talk about Phil Foden on fire. Alan is going to get some stick tonight. Yes, then our late night chat. We don't call it on Twitter, but it takes place today. Hit the likes free. Share the stream. Thank you very much, Briggs. Nico Jill was brilliant, as was Foden. Salute the panel and the chat. Hello. Make sure you say hello to each other as well. Louis, City win. Phil Cooks, Wolverine trailer. What's not to love? Martin, you must be knackered. No, it was only about an hour to drive home. A bit longer with obviously the traffic. The next round is going to be the massive drive home.
That's a trek. You're going all the way to Wales.
Midweek going to bloody South Wales.
I know.
Well. Yeah. We couldn't agree. It was a good draw for the team, hit for the fans. Yeah, South Wales at night is not going to be good. That's a 4 or 5 a.m. back in. It's on it yet. Dog barking on hold. Hang on. Skip Bolton, proper track that. Cheers, Sam. Hope you're all good. Yeah, make sure you are. Simo Sups, 2-0, job done. By far the best performance, but we move on. I think he means by far not the best performance. Rico had a chance to prove it himself, but tonight he didn't. I've seen some mixed reactions on Rico. It's going to be intriguing because I didn't think he was very good tonight either. Don't think Nico G was as great as everyone's making him out to be, but people are going to tell me I've got an agenda soon on this. Traffic back home was worse than traffic getting in the away end. Yeah, that away end, Sam, what was that tonight? I've never had to queue up at barriers to get in the away end before. Sort that out, Huddersfield. 2-0.
I don't know, man. When I was there, it was a bit of a struggle getting in.
It's a nightmare getting in the place. By far not the best performance we move on. Yeah, and big up. Yeah, I guess what you meant, Simon.
Yeah, getting the away end is like going through several bottlenecks. It's a bit of a.
It's like getting through passport control, getting into that away end.
Yeah, well, it is when you come to Sydney, but yeah.
That is the MC. Yeah, that it dropped down to one lane. It was weird. Evening just walked through the door myself after being to the game. By the way, big up to the Calvin tonight. I'm going to share some videos. The songs were on fire tonight for Calvin. If Calvin scores, we're on the pitch. If Calvin scores, we're on the pitch. Yeah, he didn't score though. Alan, what do you think of Donna, aka best goalie in the world? You could piss off. You were in a sodding box tonight, you.
He said he was having a wine and cheese platter.
He was talking to me during the night, texting me.
He was in a box. Who goes to a box at Huddersfield, for Christ's sake?
He was having his Yorkshire prawns. He was having his Yorkshire prawn sandwiches.
Clearly, Elliot.
Big up, Dash. Yeah. Evening. Yeah, Andrew, hope you well. You sorted the dog out now? Ed, dog sorted.
This is I'm gone at work all day, and then so this is his time to like mess with me and play around and stuff. So
I'll tell you what, Rich's dogs get around.
Yeah, he did seem to have a lot of words. My God, he didn't even come over to the away fans for ages. He was too busy doing a tactical analysis with Nico G at the end. Is that how much it is to Swansea? Jesus. What a goal, Alvarez. I don't get why everyone's still doing this Alvarez thing. You do know he's not a City player anymore. Why do we fawn over our former players more than we do our players we've currently got?
Well,
I'll fawn over their misses, but not the players anymore.
Big up, Keeler.
You spent the first half singing about our old players, the whole half.
I know that there was Sabaleta and Yaya Toure.
I heard the Yaya Kolo song.
Yeah.
By the way, big up to the people. I didn't catch your names. The people who came up to me tonight and said hello. Big up to you. People who just, It's very weird when people who go, I'm Martin, and you're like, I don't know your name. And you feel rude. You feel really rude when you can't say anything back. Wasn't a nightmare in that cheese room. Jesus.
What Martin's saying to everybody is if you come and see him, at least do the effort and write up a name badge. Put a pin on your shirt with a name badge.
Yeah, name badge so I call you by your actual name.
Yeah.
And it's £20 a photo, £10 an autograph.
Yeah. Also, leave your membership number whenever you go in the prize draws as well, too, so it's easier for him to remember.
Yeah. No, but big up to everyone tonight. Yeah, the away end was lit up tonight. Yeah, Calvin Phillips, he's won more than you. That was one we sang.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, you'd honestly thought KDB would come on the pitch the way we gave him that standing ovation tonight. It was like
I don't know that I saw
we just
that
want him to do well. Doesn't matter to what level, but we just want him to do well, whatever that level is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big up Dash for that. Yeah. If you do need to talk, we're always here. Massive. We're pushing it out here on the Mancunian way. Please, if you do need to talk, don't suffer in silence. We're always here on the Samaritan link there from Dash. Shivering there, Tim was mad because football is not just bound to Man City. Look at reaction, would think we'd won the match. Yeah, we'll get into that. Luke, big up, not in my lifetime. Not in my lifetime, Luke. Had Simon Majowski on, him and Bevo. Go and give that a watch. Really, really good, and we really enjoyed it. We can appreciate other ballers. I get it, but Alvarez, we don't talk about other players. Yeah, it is what it is. Each to your own, I guess.
Go
Right,
on, your
and we're
Mark.
going to get
Yep.
into it. We'll start with the American lads because it is their show. Tariq, go on. Give us your thoughts on the game as I just get up all the stats and everything from it.
Overall, I'd say really professional performance by a very heavily rotated young squad. So, they did what they had to do. They did what we wanted them to do, go out there, get a win. And more importantly, they got the win and also allowed most of our squad to get a rest, with the exception of Phil and, Nico O'Reilly. Everyone else, I think, was rotated, so we got a chance to get a rest. So it is a best case scenario. We got the rest that we needed for players that had played effectively. I think it was 3 matches in short time frame, but also got the win, which is most important because we get to advance to the next round. So all in all, man, I'm very excited, very happy about it, and I liked seeing the academy kids and just the young players in general get on the pitch and just get minutes under their belt. So for me, it's a I'm gonna say a perfect outcome. I mean, could we have scored more? Great. That would have made it more perfect, I guess. But at the end of the day, we got what we were looking for. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I was very, very pleased. Sometimes you go away to lower league sides and you're in for a very physical battle. You're not going to play your best game. I think today was one of those days. You just had to get the job done. No injuries, no suspensions, and run with it. I thought we got the job done. But I don't often do this. I'd like to dedicate this win to some people. The people who said, oh, the academy is used for PSR. Oh, you can never buy players and also play the academy. Today, in the starting 11, we had 6 players from our academy, and that's what it's all about for me. And most of them played very well. I thought the players who made their debuts, they were put in positions where they were able to exhibit their specific skill sets. Mukasa was played in the false 9. He was excellent in the pockets, linked up the play really well. That's what he's all about, really. Even the lads who came on, really great to see Jaden and Regan make their debuts together. I thought Regan's cameo was actually pretty good. Showed off his excellent first touch a couple of times. Cut inside, which was his signature. Got a shot on goal. But I don't know, just a very, very pleasing game. We were able to rest the players they needed to and gave players their debuts. I was disappointed in Foodie didn't come on, but what can I say? 2-0 win, can't complain. Good day today.
Yeah. For me, I wanted Mufuni to come on. People in the spaces know I'm a big fan of Mufuni. But you understand it. I mean, like you guys say, right? This game is really about just getting through and also giving a chance to younger guys, to be able to display some of the skill sets, to show how, they have the talent, and if given a chance, maybe they can get in the first team themselves, and also for some of the guys that might be on the fray or want more minutes, this is their opportunity to show Pep that, hey, like I want to make you, think hard about that next team selection. So, that's what these games are usually for. I'm happy we're able to get through. Foden's still keeping up his form, which is great to see. And yeah, man, you just love to see the away fans showing the love and support as always.
So Danny and Ed, quick question, because you guys know Mfuni better than I do. Where were you expecting to see or hoping to see him come in and play, on the left center back or out at left back?
I would have hoped to have seen him at left back, give O'Reilly a bit more rest. I'd like to see him out wide before he plays in the middle. Sort of similar to how Pep treats his midfielders. They play out wide before they play in the middle. I would like him to see left back before he plays left center back. But again, he's like I tweeted earlier, he's born in 2008. He's very young. He'll have time to make his debut someday or another. So I'm not too aggravated about it, but just mildly annoyed, I guess, because he was the one I really wanted to see today. But again, time is on his side, so we'll see what happens.
Well, we'll run through the 11 for you, Alan, because your boy played, James Trafford. Your other boy didn't play. Well, he did play, but you don't like him, Mateus Nunes. John Stones, Ake, Nico Riley, Rico Lewis, Oscar Bobb, Foden, Nico G, Savio, Mukasa. And on the bench was Braithwaite, Donnarumma, Heska, Jaden Esker, the other Esker brother, Mafuna, Bernardo Silva, Calvin Phillips, Tijani Reinders, and Ruben Diaz. Was you happy with that lineup, pal?
Yeah, because it got a lot of the academy in the squad, which I'm always happy about. I'm still waiting for Rico Lewis to pass the ball forward. I mean, I'm just checking while he's on the coach going home, did he get the ball and kick it forward in the coach? Because at the moment, I've yet to see him pass the ball forward in a game in that game tonight, which I thought was embarrassing for him. And I'm a big Rico Lewis fan because he's from Bury, and so am I. And at the end of the day, I just thought you need to kick up the arse, mate. Seriously.
What do you mean it was poor?
Well, I just thought Rico Lewis was he played in midfield, which he's wanted to for ages, and I've never seen such a negative performance by him. He passed the ball square and backwards the whole fucking game.
To be fair, though, Alan, Huddersfield did keep it very compact in the middle. They were willing to give us all the space and all the room out in the wings. Yeah,
yeah, but granted, yeah, you're right, but you've got to pass the ball forward, mate.
But Huddersfield were very tight and compact, Alan, and they did their job very well. I
get that, but hello, pass the ball forward. Don't come back in and pass it backwards. Because that's all he did. That is all he did. I would have taken him off after 15 minutes and said, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Okay.
I think that's. I mean, I don't think he was great, but I feel like that's a little harsh.
It's
a little bit harsh.
I don't. He's been wanting to play in midfield for ages, right? He comes on and does that.
Question. So this is what if I look at like Fat Mob or whatever, right? I see him listed in a 4-1-4-1, him as the lone six. Is that how it looked from when you were in the stadium, Martin?
So that again,
did it feel like Rico was playing in a lone six to you in the stadium, or did it feel more like a 4-2-3-1 with him and Nico G kind of side by side?
Well, it was weird because I didn't actually. That was the big thing I came away with Rico as. I don't know what his actual position was meant to be tonight. Because I don't know if you noticed, him and Nunes swapped at some point. He went into right back again. Or as a right wing back. He sort of drifted in and out the game. And it's so hard to judge certain plays. Because I'll be honest with you, my honest thing was I don't think we got out of second gear at any point in the whole game.
True.
So it's a bit hard to. It's so hard to judge with the bad or with the good or with the just because by the end of the game it became a training ground exercise.
Yeah,
true.
And that's when it's so hard for Rico. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes he was next to Nico, then he went over to right. He was sort of all over the place a little bit because Nunes started off as the right wing back and was doing some nice 1-2s overlaps with Oscar Bobb. And then Nunes suddenly, because I don't even notice, Nunes ended up in midfield at one point. And Rico
wanted to play link up with Oscar Bobb.
Yeah.
Martin, I just think he worked hard, did play well to get his extension, and then he signs it.
Chris, we're talking about City and Huddersfield. Give over, mate.
And then
post-match.
Yeah, and then Rico just decides to perform like that when he gets his chance. What are you doing? Seriously, it should have a long, large, hard look at him.
Was he bad, Alan? Or was it
negative?
The way we play, or the game, the way it played out.
Mate, it was negative from him. All he did was get the ball, turn right round, and then look backwards and pass it. That's all he did for the whole 90 minutes.
But I thought a lot of people were doing that.
Oh, it was awful.
Because my biggest criticism tonight was I wouldn't mind the shooting from a little bit, but we're trying to walk the ball in the net.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with you there. Shoot from outside the box, like Phil Foden did.
Yep.
Yeah. Listen,
there's plenty of opportunities in that second half too, Alan. I mean, from about 5 minutes into the 50th minute, you could tell that they were opening up. There were so many opportunities there. Nico O'Reilly should have scored.
Yeah.
Oscar Bobb had a deflection.
Had a chance to cut in on the right and pop with his right foot. There was opportunities there, and if you have a look too, the way the goalkeeper tried to save Phil Foden's goal was awful. It was like there was every opportunity there, like that, to put a few past that keeper. Because if he's going to attempt to save in the way that he did for Foden's goal, then you might as well have a bit of a pop.
I mean, Savio goal, right? That wasn't the best goalkeeping either. I mean,
no. Although a bit of credit to Savio though, Ed, because I mean to get it on that angle into the roof of the net is a very, very good. It's very good technique as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the guy.
Did anyone have an issue with the lineup? Did anyone have an issue with the actual lineup?
No, because he was playing the youngsters, and I'm all for that, right?
But he really wasn't. No, he really wasn't. When you look at the lineup.
Well, yeah, I didn't have an issue with the lineup. I mean, he started with who was that playing center forward? Mikasa. So he started, but I don't know that there was a lot of the other academy players. Who else was on there? It was just more of the fringe players, I think.
Yeah, because
and then the academy kids came on afterwards.
I mean, other than Mikasa, because maybe it's the way I look upon it. I don't class O'Reilly, Bobb, and Rico Lewis as I class them as academy graduates, but they're not academy players. If that makes sense. Rico's been in the first team now for 3 years. He's not an academy. He's an academy graduate. He's not an academy player.
But I think that's a testament to those guys because they are still really young. And I think we do need to realize that they're still really young. But to your point, they have been around the team for a while. And so we do have higher expectations. And sometimes I think those two things, our expectations and their age, can kind of be at odds with each other. So.
Yeah, and that's my thing. I mean, for me, Mikasa was the only what I would class as academy player.
He did all right, to be fair.
And by the way, he's a lot bigger than anyone realizes.
He's very tall.
I got that sense. Yeah.
He's 6 foot. Rico's bad expectable, just passing backwards and sideways. But, yeah, I hear it. I'll be honest with you, I don't think there was any intensity in the game.
No,
Huddersfield
I'll give credit to us. I think we were patient because you think like if we were playing that game 12 months ago, I think there would have been a lot more question marks on the way we would have played. But what I found compared to what we'd done like this point of last season, there was a lot more patience. We were willing to just take our time, break that team down. Because again, like, as we said from the get-go, they were really compact in midfield, willing to give us the wings. And we just sort of eventually just broke them down to the point of where it got to a point of where it was like previous, like when we were at our best, like treble season, 4 in a row season, where it was like sooner or later, there's going to be a goal scored and it's only going to come from one team. And that was the team wearing the black shirts.
Yeah.
I just felt like we bided our time. And I do credit the squad because they were patient. And sometimes when we have a cup rotation squad come in, sometimes they aren't as patient. Passes aren't quite working off. They're only used to bonding as teammates in the training ground. They don't do it on the pitch that regularly. But this time they did a relatively good job, and I think credit probably actually has to go to Nathan Ake and John Stones. I think they kept the spine of that. I think they kept the spine of that squad together really, really well as well too. And Nico G just played an equally important support act as well too. So I'll probably say credit goes to those three because they kept the shape and they kept possession and they kept us on the front foot all the time, basically.
Yeah, because my biggest surprise to me tonight was I didn't think O'Reilly was going to play. I thought Ake had to play a left back and he'd bring Mifune in. I am with Ed on that, but he didn't. He chose Mifune, didn't even get on the pitch. So I know the two, and I don't know. I'm big up my. I'll say my bit at the end because I know Pep's done this wax lyrical on the Heskey brothers, but I don't see them ever getting in.
Yeah, but then again, Martin, you said that to me about Mikasa a year ago, and here we are. So,
but I don't think Mikasa will get into the Premier League side.
Well, we'll have to see.
Because I think City will buy.
If you read Jack Gaughan's article that came out after the match, he's been getting glowing reviews from the staff saying he's playing like a first-team player.
No, I agree. So what are you doing with Nipam?
Well, we'll see how the loan turns out. He's starting very well, but he's got to stay consistent.
What is Mikasa's actual position?
10.
He's a 10, maybe best as an 8 because he's very good at dictating the tempo.
Okay.
So,
And you've got Mamouche, Foden, Cherki, and they're all young.
True.
That's why I worry for these youngsters. But it's not that I get. Listen, I don't want to be negative on the youngsters because I think they were good tonight. Again, I'm going to say this is going to sound awful. I thought Oscar Bobb was not good. I was absolutely disappointed in Bobb today.
Why?
Yeah, it wasn't exactly his best.
Why, Martin?
Okay, then. What he made the runs, but I thought he flied to deceive.
At times we had opportunities on the wide areas, including Oscar Bobb, to first time cross the ball, and we didn't in any circumstance, both the right and the left. Right, we kept coming back on his other foot. Sometimes when you get on the other side of a fullback, right, in front, get the ball across, drill it across, and they weren't doing that.
Alan, do you think sometimes who's in the centre could be a big factor to that as well? Because you looked at some of those plays and some of those balls we squared. It's like, if Haaland's there, he's probably end up with a hat trick. Because the amount of service that was put through there, but wasn't there. It was like early days in the false nine era, where we get the wingers or the wide man to cut across, beat their man, cross the ball in, but there wouldn't be any service there.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, mate, right? If you're coming back into traffic, which they both were, him and Savio were coming back into traffic all the time.
And what Nick said,
I just think the service was better coming down the left-hand side than it was the right.
That's my thing.
The service was better.
With all due respect, there was no end product from him either.
Who?
Savio.
He got a goal.
But besides the goal,
there was more there than there was from Oscar Bobb, mate. Yeah,
I wasn't that like blown away with Savio's performance. Maybe it's just because of the match and everything, but I just had better. Like he had times where he was 1-on-1 with a defender and just didn't do anything, just passed it back, and I'm just like,
thank you.
He put a lot of crosses into the box as well, but. Again, I don't know Mikasa well enough to know if that's something that he's actually going to thrive on. Had Haaland been there, maybe some of those. And again, Haaland's not the best with his head, but maybe some of those become goals. I don't know. So it's you got to play to the the personnel that's on the pitch.
But Tariq, like when you beat a man, you don't always have to cross too. You can get into the box and maybe find somebody on the edge of the penalty area. You don't always have to do crosses right in front of the goal, right? Like that's what I was looking for sometimes. Like beat your man, make a good decision, put a shot on goal at times because it was compact in the middle. So I'm like, okay, the wide players beat a man, have somebody shift over, create some space for the midfield. And at times I just thought that was lacking today.
His cutting in and dribbling wasn't on point either. It just seemed like he was just having an off day with his feet a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, with Bobb, I thought he beat his man pretty well a couple of times. Just the end product.
I mean, Danny, I totally agree. Getting around him, but like, the cutting in and being able to dance around two defenders like that just wasn't there. It just seemed like he was tripping over himself.
To be a pain. The other half wants to get ready for bed. Just give me 1 sec. You don't want to see that. Carry on.
I don't want to hear it either.
With Savio, it's interesting.
It's not that kind of late night stream, gentlemen.
Can you mute your mic at least?
I can talk. You don't need to. All right, then I'll mute.
Well, we don't need a blow-by-blow description.
With Savio, it's interesting because I think you get a different version of him depending on if you play him on the left or if you play him on the right. If you play him on the right, he's more of a creator, cuts inside, crosses the ball in from the edge of the area. When you play him on the left, he tends to score more. If you think about when he scored all his goals last season, against Bruges, he was on the left. Today, he was on the left. Against Leicester, he was on the left. You get more of a direct version of him. We just haven't seen that enough. And that's also his first start of the season. Fitness levels aren't up to scratch. He was left out of the squad a few times. So with him, I'm giving him time. He tapped the badge after his goal, and I'll back any player who wants to be here. So I think
Danny, you know how we said after last season we were screaming for Savio to play on the left?
Yes.
Do you think now that Oscar Bobb's back fully fit, not injured, and that we're actually starting to see what Pep probably would have utilised Savio for last season, and that was actually playing him on the left?
Yeah, definitely. We didn't see them at all together last season. I mean, I can't remember the community.
So that was
Shield.
the thing. It wasn't about Pep's preferences. I think it was just, well, Oscar Bobb's out. I've got no choice.
Yeah, in fact, on the Community Shield, I think Savio was on the left, Bobb was on the right, and then he got injured between the Community Shield and the first game of the season.
Yeah.
So I think perhaps that might have been Pep's vision. We'll see. There's not a lot of left wingers these days who actually are left-footed. There's not a lot of right wingers who are right-footed. So it's a different dynamic to something that a lot of teams use. So we'll see how it works out. Early days, like I said, it's not worth giving up on him after one up and down game. So we'll see. I don't have excuses. I have perspective. It's two different things. I'm willing to give him time. We don't give up on players after 12 months.
You're right. I think we all should. Yeah.
Yeah, like nobody's saying like they're finished or anything, but I'm just thinking like, you know, like for some of these players, they're not going to get a lot of these opportunities, right? Like say in the next round, if we were to get a Premier League team, some of these players wouldn't be featuring.
Well, we got Swansea next, right? So which of these players do you think may not play against Swansea, or are you thinking beyond Swansea?
No, I was saying like if we did get a Premier League side, I don't think nobody today would have made a case to be in that team. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'm saying.
So I don't know. I thought Gonzalez looked really good to me.
Yeah.
He played a lot of line breaking passes. You know, Alan was talking about Bobb not playing the ball forward. Nico G was playing quite a few balls that, you know, like I think we talked about Nico O'Reilly not scoring that goal. That should have been a goal. That should have been an assist for Nico G. So I thought he looked really good. Yeah. Now, again, you have to compete with Rodri and Reinders to get into that midfield.
Are you talking about the goal where the keeper
he got his hand up? Yeah, Nico O'Reilly tried to chip him.
I want to give credit where it's due. That was a good save.
Yeah, fair.
Nico G was good though, Tariq.
But that was a great ball from Nico G to put Nico O'Reilly through to get into that opportunity. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that I think Nico G has played well enough. Now, again, I have to be fair. This is the level of competition, right? Is not what we typically see in the Premier League or in the Champions League or whatever. But I think he because your point I think was going to be when you get these opportunities, you have to take them. And I think he's one of those players that I felt did well for himself and says, I deserve another chance. I deserve more opportunities.
This comment from Nitin just gone before about not we should bury teams like this. Well, I'm sorry, they played defensive and he's having a go at Trafford. Fuck me, you could have put a deck chair in his penalty box and sit there and he wouldn't have anything to do for 90 minutes.
It looked a little shaky though in some stages, especially that first half.
That one play where he brought the ball kind of into the house.
He's a real ankle biter.
Yeah, that had my heart in my chest for sure. I was nervous there.
Oh, yeah, where he literally back passed to himself and then picked it up just inside the 18-yard box. That was
better understand, mate, what the early rounds of a League Cup is.
Yeah.
If you look at the results, nobody's smashing anybody. Arsenal beat Port Vale 2-0.
Liverpool needed a late winner, and we all know how much Nitin loves Liverpool.
This is what I mean, Nitin, by it isn't FIFA. I know, and this is what I do mean by that. Come on, I wish it was. Listen, I thought we'd win 4, but Huddersfield were just very resolute.
Yeah, they were.
You just got it. They just played a low block 10 and didn't move out.
Yeah,
we all know what would have happened if this fixture had been played at home. Then we would be going mad because we went 3-0 up at halftime.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a difficult when you play against lower league sides. They're going to play tactically and are prepared to put a lot. They don't want to get smashed. Why would you do that?
Yeah. And to be honest too, if they feel like they put a good performance in, whether it's defensively or all around, then against opposition like Manchester City, it just helps them in terms of their ambitions going forward for the season as well, because they're 5th in the table in the League One table. A performance like that, they can learn so much from this, and it can really sort of springboard the rest of their season. So for them, as long as they're not going out and getting battered at 7 or 8-0, then they're going to learn a lot from this and going forward, it's going to help them a lot if they want to aspire for a promotion to the Championship. So yeah,
it's not that long ago when they were in the Premier League. Let's be completely honest.
2019.
Yeah.
Even when we were at our best, we had like a 20-game win streak during the COVID season. We went to Cheltenham, we went 1-0 down, only scored in the last 10 minutes in the game 3-1.
Yeah.
That was a
That's
close
right.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why. Yeah, listen, I will praise. Do you know the thing for me is I'm not just going to praise an EDS lad because they're out the EDS. I'm not going to do that, and that's just my opinion. If they play well, I'll praise them. But because yes, do I want them to do well? Of course I do. Of course I want them to do well more than others. But I just know if we get to the semi-finals and the quarterfinals, and you've got a Cherki and a Mamouche and all them back, well, they're gonna have to take the places of these young lads, and that's where they do drop out, and that's the sad reality, I think, of this, you know. And to your point, Danny, and I think you mentioned this before, is even on Trafford, I've always said this. I like to see some of these youngsters against the better teams later on to see whether they are, because I don't think you can judge against Huddersfield and Cheltenham and them, because I expect them to be better than them. With due respect, we played Bolton last night, who were in League One, with our EDS team.
Yep.
So they're already playing at them sort of levels already. I want to see can they develop to the next sort of level. Do you understand what I mean?
Quick question: would we have that squad when? Would you have the same squad when we play Swansea away in a month's time?
I would.
Keeping in mind too that fixture is.
Depends where Kovacic is, because Kovacic.
Yeah.
Marmouche will be back.
Because I was getting to that, just saying when the injuries come back, there will be a lot more depth, a lot more choice for Pep as well.
Problem.
Yeah, a lot more depth, a lot more choice. But keep in mind too, there's some tricky fixtures in between that as well. So either side of that, we play Villa away and Bournemouth at home.
Could he swap one of them out for a Foden? So maybe he just brings one of them in and takes Foden out and keeps one of the Huskies in instead of both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are ways around it. It's like you look at Divine Mwamba was getting a little bit of game time, and that was at Stoke.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is the problem. I think we've got to look at their performances within the game rather than predict their future based on the game.
Agreed.
I don't think you can predict the future.
No, I totally agree. But Mukasa was objectively pretty good today.
Mukasa was excellent tonight.
One of the best players, one of the best.
Yeah, you can only beat what's in front of you. He was great against.
Chelsea wants to know, what does the panel think about Pep and his team tactic talk with Nico G? Because he was talking to him for a little while.
Is he getting him ready for Burnley?
Yeah, probably.
Just adds to the long list of City players we've seen him walking off the pitch at cup ties, having a pep talk about anything and everything.
Absolutely.
I don't.
And you know, whatever he's saying to him, even if it's about how to cook a paella a certain way, it's going to be good advice, whichever way you look at it.
Cooking a paella a certain way. There's not like a little bit of label in there, Pat, while you're going.
One Spaniard talking to another.
Well, are you chucking another shrimp on Barber?
It's a joke's on you because it's a prawn.
I do. Sorry. What do you call it? Stateside.
You know about prawn sandwiches.
That's funny because the commercial here.
For
Outback, the restaurant does say throw another shrimp on the bar.
And Alan's a few prawn sandwiches.
Yeah,
Alan's a few prawn sandwiches. A few prawn sandwiches short of a picnic.
No.
I like prawns. I definitely.
Tariq is spot on. At Outback Steakhouse in the US,
garbage.
They do say shrimp.
You could stick your blooming onion up. No, never mind.
Hey man, don't knock the blooming onion, Cat.
Get out of
here. A cactus bloom or an onion bloom? Which way are we going with? The frigging same thing. One just doesn't match the name.
It's all shit.
I'll tell you what we do need to talk about, and he's on the thumbnail. Philip Walter Foden.
Be honest, Martin. How long did that thumbnail take you to make?
2 minutes.
Not bad.
I'm trying to jazz up the thumbnails just a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, creative.
I'm trying to get creative on them.
The picture's about 4 years old, but I'll let it slide.
I know you can't get a PNG of Phil Foden in the shirt now. Really hard. It's really hard. because we've gone down the PNG road. But anyway, yeah, I just listen, Alan. I'm going to come to you because you've been his biggest critic.
Okay.
Shit, falling off. Cole Palmer's gone past him. He's finished.
Yeah.
He's nowhere near. He's never coming back.
I never said that. The last one, yet I never said that.
Should we get the
But
WhatsApp
you're not denying
out?
all the other stuff he said.
I'll take them. I can get the WhatsApps out.
He's getting back to his old self, which is good news to see, right?
Oh, just back to his old self.
Yeah, but he needed a kick up the arse, and he seems
when he was the ripe old age of 22.
Yeah, and yeah, he played. He looks like he's playing very much like he was 2 years ago. Last year he was pathetic.
I think the biggest thing, right? I think we've all said this on different shows, is that you just see him actually loving to be out there on the pitch again. You see him wanting the ball again. You see him wanting to be the main guy again. And when you get that version of Foden, he's one of the best players, and I mean he's one of the best talents in the world. And I think especially for this transition that we're going through, he needs to be one of our talisman up there with Haaland, to lead us into a new future.
Ed, do you think the absence now of KDB has actually brought him out of his shell again?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far, Alan, just because 2 years ago, KDB was still around. I know he was injured, but he still shown what he could do.
But
I think
on
last
the pitch,
season,
I think I agree with Alan. I think by not having KDB available 2 years ago, that allowed and gave space for Foden to just go be the man. And we're seeing that again now. Of course, Haaland's going to be the main goal scorer, but everything in between the rest of that, it's Foden. You can just go do and go be, and you don't have to worry about, I'm going to be in KDB's way or anything like that. Yeah, exactly. And Pep's not concerned about, because I think Pep always had an issue with playing Phil and KDB together. So there was always that little conflict as well. So I think this just gives him the ability to go on the pitch and just go be the main man. And I like that, Phil.
I'll give you Tariq. I'll give you an example of that. Champions League final. Phil was on the bench. KDB started. KDB got injured. Phil came on, played his position, which he did. Yeah, and he played well.
But my whole thing is just that when KDB was still here, you still saw his talent, right? There was no argument that when he was on the pitch, even with KDB, you knew what you were getting out from him. At least I thought I did, right? I think last season was just an accumulation of a lot of different factors, that we won't go into. But I think that played more of a role than KDB to me. I think it was a lot of stuff off the pitch that played a bigger role than KDB being here.
I just think that Phil is back to looks like he's coming back to his old self, which is great.
Yeah.
And let's face it, when KDB was playing, Phil was shoved out on the right hand side. And whilst he can do that job, it's not natural to him. He prefers that number 10 role, definitely. So, let's see. And I hope England don't pick him in any squad anytime soon, because I don't want him playing international football. He's better for us.
Well, this is what Rico said on Foden tonight. The main thing is he's got his confidence back, and the goals come with that. He just needs to carry on doing what he's doing, and most importantly, being happy, because when he's happy, he's playing well. Everyone talks about Foden and happiness now. No one talks about his football. They're now talking about happiness. So this is why I'm not having. I think he needs to be happy within his whole life, I think, to play really good football.
No, it clearly messes with you from a psychological standpoint. Sometimes I'll have setbacks in life. I'll go to my classes the next day. I can't fully focus. I'll be thinking about other stuff. It clearly impacts your daily life. We need to treat these players like the humans that they are, and not like robots who are just there to score goals and win us games. because there's more to football. There's more to life than football. And clearly, Foden is an example of that. I'm so happy to see him back to his best football-wise and emotionally, most importantly. So, long way to
Very,
continue.
very well said, Danny. Very well said.
Yeah, I think the goal was Foden was one of the few tonight who took that gamble. He made that forward run, and he was one who actually would have a go from outside. That's where I was a bit thing with some of the plays tonight. Like I said at the beginning, I thought we were trying to walk it in. At least Foden was trying to, let's test the keeper, have a pop, see what happens. And I just thought, especially that first half, he was like the puppet master. He was orchestrating everything. Everything was going through him.
Mm.
And it did. I'm not saying, it did remind me of, I saw a level of matureness from Foden tonight within a game, where I think Foden sometimes creates a bit of magic, does stuff, but now he looks like he's dictating the play, which I've seen in the last 2 or 3 games. Now, I will say he's got to carry it on.
Correct.
No good just doing it in 3 games and then he goes backwards again. He's got to keep this going.
Absolutely. I mean, he had a good several game stretch last season, Chelsea, Brentford, and pretty much all of January. So just got to keep it going. Another thing on him, aside from football, I love how he knows where he's come from. He's like the ambassador of the academy these days. I've noticed every time.
Whoa, Danny, sorry, I'm going to stop you right now. Nathan, are you taking the piss? Seriously? Nathan, you need to go out and touch grass, mate. Go and touch grass. Have a holiday, do summer. Sorry, Danny, go on. I just
need to get
couldn't
Nathan to
believe
send us a
that.
screenshot of his FIFA squad, Man City squad in FIFA.
I mean, I'm all for
Because
opinions,
I'll
Nathan, but
bet you anything
crazy.
it'll be like Lamine Yamal and bloody Pedri, Gavi.
Sorry, go on.
But he
Danny,
wants to sell
I
Phil and bring
apologise
in
for my
a
rudeness
world-class
there.
winger. Phil's playing through the up 10 for us, so those things they don't even make sense.
Although I think it's just beautiful. Phil is one of the best players in the world, arguably, and he still embraces his academy roots. Across the years, every time an academy player makes his debut, he'll tweet out congratulations on such and such for their debut. And that's just so special. He's a fantastic human being and a fantastic footballer.
Yeah. But Danny, like to your point on that, right? Like that's what you need at a club, right? To keep that, keep that academy lads belief, right? To keep that tradition alive. To see those academy players that do make it, that do come back into the training grounds, that take time with the youngsters, right? That's how you build a culture. That's how you set a culture in the academy, right? And I think that's one of the things City does really well is they really treat the academy lads and they try to bring them into the fold a lot more than a lot of clubs, and it's great to see.
Absolutely.
I would just say I think it speaks to Phil's leadership. He's not, as far as I know, he's not in that leadership group or council, if you will, for the main, the first 11. But this gives him an opportunity to demonstrate leadership, to be a leader, to build those players up, pat them on their back, celebrate their wins, celebrate their victories, celebrate all the things that they're doing. And then also he is that shining light of if I do what he did, I can get there too. There's hope for me because he was the one that did it. He broke through. So I enjoy seeing him in this light, and I hope that he will continue. And then maybe one day he finds himself in a leadership capacity with the first 11.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else on Phil, Walter, the magician, the fisherman, whatever you want to call him?
Okay, let's say this right. When Cherki, because this is the thing, is Cherki going to?
Yeah.
Is Cherki going to be is Pep going to treat Cherki the same way he did with Foden and KDB? You guys think, or do you see? Because the right wing is, in my opinion, up for grabs. I know Bernardo's been out there to start out the season and stuff, but that right wing is asking for somebody to take it by the reins. And Cherki does have a history of playing right wing. Do we see that's how they play together, or do you see Cherki more on the bench for Foden sub?
I don't know. And in a way, I kind of look at Cherki and I think Pep's, regardless of injuries, but I think Pep is going to not necessarily play him as like a niche sort of player, but I think he'll be a bit more selective in what sort of games he'll actually play him in, and also how he'll be utilized as a substitute as well. Part of the reason I think of that is because, first of all, he's only 21 years of age. He's going from being basically the big dog at Lyon, boyhood club, been around the traps there since he was like, 6, 7 years old or something like that. He knows he knows all the ins and outs of that club. So he basically had free will to do whatever he wanted. Now he's come to the city, stakes are higher, bigger, with all due respect to Lyon, bigger club, more at stake, playing in more competitions, more at risk for bigger prizes. Pep's not going to allow him to just. Yes, we're looking forward to having a bit of a maverick sort of player in our squad. I think it's a bit of an X factor. It could be a bit of a wild card, something that just offers a bit of an edge to the squad dynamics. But at the same time, he's not going to be able to have the free will of being able to play as regularly as he did at Lyon. And he's going to have to prove to Pep that he's going to have to do that. And it's definitely going to be this season. It may even be parts of the following season. But I think for now, regardless of injury, I think Pep is going to be very picky on when and where he plays him. And I think in part two, I think it's also crucial where he plays is also dependent on who he plays with. That Spurs game was a big example. And yes, it's early doors. It was only the second game of the season. But I think he is going to take his time with him because he's got age on his side, and understanding that he's going to be in a completely different environment. I think they are going to take their time with him in terms of maximizing the potential or utilizing the sort of quality player that we know he's going to be, but understanding that this ain't Lyon anymore. He's going to have to go and rewrite his own story now at Manchester City.
Absolutely. And I don't think it's just a Cherki thing. I think it's a Marmouche thing and a Nouri thing, all the players who are injured. I think our best 11 is the one that played all 3 times last week, and they're all going to have a hard time getting back in. So when we start playing 3 games a week, they'll get midweek experience. They'll play the Champions League game in between 2 harder games, and that's like their audition to play bigger games. I think for me, it's different keys for different locks in that right wing position. When we're playing more compact.
Oh, you're nicking me title for tomorrow.
I was going to say he wasn't even on when you were talking about that earlier.
Wait, but have you got my phone's bugged? Have you got the phone bugged there, Della?
No. Great minds think alike. Great minds think alike.
He's got me title for tomorrow night's show.
No. When we play more compact teams, like I don't know. Unfortunately, I think Burnley may set up that way. Even teams.
And you know what, Danny? I think they've got to earn it as well.
No. That was my initial point. That was our best 11. I think is set in stone right now. It's a team that faced Arsenal, Napoli, and United. That's our best 11. Players love
For me, Kushner for me is our number 1 right back right now, and when he's fit, but I think it works for everyone. If Foden's off form, he's got to work his way back in to play before him. Say it's Cherki or whoever, he's on form. He's then got to earn his way back in.
Right. So my point with the right wing position is when we start to get even more cohesive as a team, we'll see more teams sort of drop back, play more compact against us. That's where I'd play Cherki, when we need that extra spark of creativity on the right. When we're playing a big team who's going to come out and attack us and really press us in, I want Bernardo on the right wing. It's leadership. It's better work rate out of possession, covers more ground. That's Bernardo's role, to captain us in the big games. He will play the big games whether people don't like it or not.
Yeah,
that's just
and
how
like you said. Kels just put Cherki maybe the 10 Foden, and like you said, I think different opponents as well. So I think we were talking about this coming home. Does Bernardo play? I mean, we were talking about on True City Van as well earlier. Does Bernardo play the tougher games on the right wing? And then when, like you said, against a Burnley or someone else, you play a Doku with Savio, and you don't need a Bernardo on that right wing so much. I don't know. I suppose it's what Pep will think about in training and what he sees. Because the one thing we can debate all day, we don't see what goes on in training. Sure. And that's the big thing, do we?
I will say this, though. I forget who asked the original question about Cherki. But I will say this, that I am super excited about his ability, his talent, and I will be admittedly somewhat disappointed because I agree with you all that Pep's probably going to take a more patient approach than I would probably like. I want to see him on a pitch every match. I'm with Danny, though. I do want to see Bernardo kind of when we need to be more compact, when we need those bigger matches, right? But other than that, I want to see him on the pitch all the time, and I don't know that Pep is going to do that. So Pep will probably be more patient and more deliberate in bringing him in and introducing him than I would probably want him to be. So I'll admittedly be a little disappointed, but I think he's got all the talent in the world, and we will see that in the years to come.
We are going to talk Calvin Phillips in a minute, but I need to talk another player, Savio, who has scored tonight. I actually thought he was on the peripherals of the game tonight. I don't ever feel he got fully into the game. I don't know whether that was the way Huddersfield set up or not. But because I thought, again, I'm going to have the same thing that I said about Bobb. Thought he beat his man quite easily. But then we got to the final part.
Yeah.
Now, I know he did it eventually, and it was a lovely finish. And by the way, he made a damn big issue about that kissing the badge and everything. That was like, screw all of you. You all thought I wanted out of this joint and see you later.
Was it a screw all of you, or was it a please forgive me? I'm sorry. Bring me back into your good graces.
How are you going to look at it, Tariq? Are you a believer or are you a...
I don't think that he really wanted to leave, but I think when you get presented an opportunity to go and be the man at where he probably would have been, or much closer to that at Tottenham, I think it was like probably part of him was like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. So again, when it doesn't happen, I don't think he's like disappointed, but I think he probably knows, like everybody else, that okay, I've got to work my way back into this, and part of that is bringing the fans back home, because I'm not in the stands or in the stadium, so I don't know what is the reception to him like when he's on the pitch or when he's getting on the ball.
Well, I'm going to be and Andrew, I don't know if Andrew's still in the chat. There was a little bit of frustration kicking in with him within the away end, not as in like, you know, but there was a bit like, we want a bit more, when you're like, just give me that bit more. And because like I said, he got in some great positions. I mean, I feel like it's becoming a bit of a training ground issue. I don't know, but our wingers seem to suffer from the same symptom. And I don't know whether...
No end product.
Yeah, but he got his goal. It was a lovely taking goal, but I don't know. I felt like there was more from him tonight. And I think we talked about it last time in the space. I thought he was one who needed a big performance today. Because I feel as though right now, for me, I'm going to say it, my two starting wingers right now are Bernardo and Doku.
Yeah.
And I think Savino's got to. Now, I think the goal will help, but I thought his performance was a bit so. I know there's more.
I'll play devil's advocate a little bit, Martin, and say maybe a Savio's just at the last stages of coming back to match fitness.
But yeah, that's the other thing as well. That's the other thing I did say. Maybe it's just he needs that gameplay.
Maybe the full 90 minutes has now got him up to match fitness. Yeah, so I think from now on, maybe that's where we start.
I'm critical. Advocate as well on these shows. Because I get called happy clappy enough. So I need to try and play a little bit of devil's advocate now and again.
When is Marmoush going to be coming back? Because he's going to be competing with him
after international break.
Okay.
Alan, what did you
believe it's the same thing with Cherki and Nori.
What was you on Savio? Because you did WhatsApp me during the game and said he's shit.
I was winding you up, by the way.
Shit. Doku.
Oh, you wind me up a lot, you. I am coming to the memberships in a minute, I promise you all. Thank you, Ms. Paul.
I'll be honest with you. I was sat watching it with Dave in the living room upstairs. And,
I thought you were in bed.
No,
I don't mean with Dave. Whoa, it's not that straight.
Dave's got standards. Don't worry, Dave's got standards.
That's the wrong finger.
Yeah, no, I'll give you a Dickie Bird. There you go.
You rest in peace, Dickie Bird.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Big time. And I just think it's the same problem as Doku. He just, at times, there's no end product. He beats people. I prefer him on the left. I'll be honest with you. I prefer him on the left than on the right. And I just feel that there was no end product. And Dave agreed.
I've got visions of Alan and David bed together now. Not like that, but like sat watching the game going, shit in her. Yeah. Shit in her.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Can you
seen
get me a
Grumpy Old Men? Have you ever seen that 90s film, Grumpy Old Men, and you're like,
Yeah.
two old men
And,
moaning about everything.
Can you get me a brew? No, you get it. No, fuck off. You get it. No, you get it.
In fact, he made me a cup of tea at half time. It was.
See what I mean?
Hey,
Did he get you
hey,
an
Alan,
hobnob?
we played Huddersfield. Don't tell me you had Yorkshire Gold tea.
Did he
I
get you?
did. I had
He had a
Yorkshire
fucking
tea.
Yorkshire Gold tea, and we're playing Huddersfield. You prick.
Yeah,
You prick. You should be up there in the pointy end with Elliot.
No, he had Yorkshire Gold tea because Phillips came back. Yorkshire Pirlo. You can see it both ways.
I was quite happy with all the old songs, to be honest with you. Well, all the old songs were coming out. Yeah.
I know.
Hey, we even brought Uwe tonight.
I know. Yeah, I know. We've got all the first half was all the old songs. It was great. I loved it. Yeah, the fans must have been bored shitless, but there we go.
No, it wasn't that. It was the fact is we took us 35 minutes to get in the frigging ground, so we ended up just thought we'd sing. We were cold.
Did you all get in on time, or was it one of those ones where like you knew it was going to be?
Oh no, we were on time. Do you know what was really annoying? Where I parked, I literally parked at the away car park, so I'm there.
Oh right, yeah.
But all I had to do was get out and go down a set of stairs, and I'm at the away end. All I had to do. They made you walk all the way around the car park, go all the way around to the other end, and come the long way around.
So you had to walk around about 3/4 of the stadium.
Yeah, when all we had to do was go down one flight of stairs.
Oh, geez, okay.
And they closed off them stairs to make us walk all the way around it. We're like, what are you doing?
Yep.
It was terrible. So
the only difference is on this occasion, you stayed the full 90 and you still got home quicker.
Yeah, good luck for me when we get on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think Savio, I think people are right. I think he does. I think he's building his fitness back up. And I want to say, again, it always comes down to that run of games. But as Danny's rightfully said, they've got to be informed to get them run of games now.
Yeah.
But we're not just giving them a game for the sake of giving them a game anymore. Them days are gone where it's, I feel sorry for him, give him a game. You know, balls to that. We played that game last season. And it didn't help us. I'm sorry, we've got to be. It was. I agree with that.
Martin, play the videos because you sent me all of them here of the you singing these songs. You said you were going to do it.
We'd like a bit of match day atmosphere.
I'm not sure whether I've loaded some of them. Just what I do want to ask you all is there any? Calvin Phillips, did you see the loving from?
I heard it.
Did you see the loving from Haaland?
Yeah.
Yes.
On his Instagram or whatever. Yeah.
Haaland was loving a bit of the old KP tonight. And then Calvin Phillips has talked afterwards. He said, I'll get you the quotes now, what he has said. Pep Guardiola and Calvin Phillips, we asked him to come back because yesterday he was a father for the second time in London. So congratulations to the Phillips family on the birth of your second child. I hope mother and baby are doing very well. He made an effort to come and we wanted to give him a few minutes. Jesus, that just shows everything I've just said out the window about giving people a game for the sake of giving them a game. But Calvin did actually speak after the game, believe it or not. Where is it? It's been a long 3.5 months out and there's still work to be done personally. Nevertheless, I'm so happy to be back on the pitch again in a City shirt. Thank you to the fans for your support. It doesn't go unnoticed.
Good on him.
What? Believe it or not, what do you think he was going to do? Send a smoke signal after the match? Of course, I believe he talked.
I don't know. I actually don't know. But I'm just loading these up. So.
I know like everybody knows he's a good person. He's a good guy. I think all the players probably love him.
He's got a lovely smile.
I think all the players love him and stuff. He's probably good for the team atmosphere. But, fans are just looking at his, on the pitch, right? But I think for the team, for his teammates and stuff, they all appreciate what he does, behind the scenes for them probably. But while he's here with us for however long,
Never mind. XG Ed's going to start giving us expected smiles when it comes to Calvin Phillips. So yeah.
I mean, we got to be honest right now. We know we're not probably going to, that's what he's giving us right now. Like.
Right, I've got.
You just get ready for the Australian American game.
Here we are, the songs. Just make sure I've got this. He's won more than you. He's won more than you. Calvin Phillips. He's won more than you. There's only one Calvin Phillips. One Calvin Phillips. There's only one Calvin Phillips. One Calvin Phillips. There's only one Calvin Phillips. Piss. If Calvin scores, we're on the piss. If Calvin scores, we're on the pitch. If Calvin scores, we're on the pitch. When 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 Calvin scores.
Is it on the piss or on the pitch? I think it's on the piss.
I think it's
on the piss.
I thought it was on the pitch. It was on the pitch. We were going to do a pitch invasion.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter because you didn't have your like and subscribe banner ready in time. So
yeah, it was his first one. He said was piss. Then he went pitch.
Yeah.
Well, it was the other one because we started singing the Phil Foden song, which there was the songs tonight were just amazing. Big up to the 3,500 that were there tonight. It was amazing. Is this rage bait? What? Mate, it's called having a laugh at the football. Whoa, my God. Come on.
While his name is Blue Moon Chester.
Come on, City fans, we are like the one who come up with the sense of humour and we laugh at ourselves.
Self-deprecating. We're not afraid to be.
Away.
Yeah,
you should. City fans went through a load of shit, and we took the piss out of ourselves for years because that was the way we enjoyed it. And
that's not just a City thing; that's a Mancunian thing as well.
It is, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, making light of bad situations, yeah,
yeah, and it's that's how that was our personality, and it's like I don't understand some of the fans. Yeah. They've got to understand. They've got to understand where we've been.
BB's got it. It's gallows humour. We were the fans. We can laugh at ourselves. We can.
Yeah.
It's just. No. I get it, Blue. Listen. Listen. We're not sat there. I get it. Some people look at that and they'll think, are they really talking about there's only one Calvin Phillips? And these are, in a way, we're trying to back the lad as well.
Yeah,
because he is here. There's no point in going there and going, his shit, get off the pitch. Doesn't help anyone. We're just trying to support the guy. He's just become a dad. This is what we do. We do support our lads.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
That's the way we are. Maybe it's a Manc thing. I don't know.
Do you know what, Martin? Actually, probably the last 15, 20 years, the player who's actually got the most support from City fans was probably, what's his name? Alan. Not Alan on this panel, but the Alan who played for...
Salzburg.
Yeah. Every time he came on, it would be about 15 minutes of just, Allen, 50,000 people just going, Allen. There's only one Allen.
It was like what? It was Alan, give us a wave, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. It was everything. It was everything.
Did you show the puzzle on TV?
No, they didn't show it, but we could hear in the background of the commentator's mic, like Huddersfield fans were trying to sing like, what the fucking hell is that? And
they were.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we started singing "Is This the Etihad?" because they were like, they just weren't.
Yeah.
So we were going, "Is this the Etihad?" By the way,
I know that stadium. I know that stadium is suited to rugby league, but sorry, mate.
I know Julie's gone. Big up for the 27, Julie. Thank you so much. From my heart to yours. Blue Goat with a 28 and Simo Sups early with a 21. You guys are legends.
I'm emotional. I mean, this is a dream come true. All these guys deserve. All these guys are on here.
So big up. Man of the match.
Calvin Phillips, easy.
Now you're taking the piss.
Probably what? It's probably got.
Hey, you just said we need to support the man.
Foden, Nico G, or Mukasa for me. Those are my top three.
Yeah, pass those three.
Yeah, Foden's a shoe-in.
Foden, Governor's gone Foden. See, I'd say Foden on Mukasa. I thought Mukasa was really busy tonight.
Yeah, no, the false nine in the Pep team is a very difficult role to perfect, and he did very well for his first competitive time.
Yeah, Danny, I felt like he had a good understanding of it, which is huge for effectively an academy player at 18 years of age.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
he just kept it simple. All you need to do, link up the play.
There's a few have gone for Nico Gonzalez.
It's not a bad shout.
I think that's a good shout. Again, it's hard to argue Foden because he got a goal and an assist. And he was lively. So I guess it's hard to say no to Phil, but I don't think I'm not upset if you say Nico G by any stretch.
Yeah. Alan, who's your man of the match and why is it James Trafford?
I thought he looked off tonight. I don't think he looked as secure as he did against Brighton.
He doesn't want to be there. He wants to get out and play football.
Have you spoke to him?
Yeah.
Oh,
don't say
okay.
that.
Off to Stockport County in January. No worries.
He wants out, mate. He wants out.
It's interesting because I think I'm tripping. I think Pep was commenting about how well he had been doing, and how well he had adjusted to the fact that Donnarumma had come in. I wish I had the comments right in front of me, but he was basically giving Trafford a lot of credit. And so to hear you say that he kind of ultimately wants to leave is, I guess, to a certain extent, a little disappointing.
Pep's not going to say his attitude's been shit, blah, blah, blah. He's not going to say that, mate. Yeah?
Sure.
And you know that as well as I do. But if the guy's got any sense, he'll be off in Jan.
I don't see January. I think summer. I think summer.
He's been shafted, mate. I mean, we all know he has.
Yeah, no, he has, but he's going to want to go to a top club.
You've been shafted.
Hey?
Who's been shafted here, him or you? Because you sound like you're the one who's getting shafted by no Trafford.
Who?
He's only got half a shaft.
I was gonna say, is he getting shafted by Dave or by someone else?
Whoa! What?
Wow.
Whoa! I know we're doing late night and all that.
Is he really going out with him?
If Dave comes down them stairs,
good night, everyone.
If he comes down them stairs in just a bathrobe, Alan, you're in trouble at this point.
Mate, you just come out of the bathroom as you said that.
He's messaging him. I need me back done.
Yeah.
Right.
Funny where you're going with that.
We have got Swansea away. Funnily enough, it's the same. We're going to end up in the same situation. Trying to Nick Jackson, 1894. Big up 1894 tonight, Danny and Nick and the rest of the lads. Pleasure having a chat with you again. We're going to end up in the same situation with Rotherham. We're going to have Rotherham either on the Tuesday and then Swansea on the Wednesday or vice versa.
Yeah, day before, day after.
Yeah.
So that's
what day you think that's going to fall upon? Because the Premier League game before that is on a Sunday.
Yeah, well, probably the Wednesday.
Yes, they've already moved the. It's Villa away before we play the cup game, and it's already been moved for TV time. It's like a Sunday afternoon, so that'll definitely be on the Wednesday, which means the academy will be on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
It has to.
They're going to be played the week of. I can just find it.
27th.
27th. So there you go. And then just to run down, Arsenal are at home to Brighton. Grimsby Town play Brentford. Swansea, of course, have got us. Newcastle and Tottenham, that'll be a spicy one. Wrexham versus Cardiff, a little Welsh
derby. Yeah.
I'm not even having it because Wrexham are not in Wales. I'm not doing this. Wrexham are not Wales. Piss off with that. I'm not having it. Wrexham
What do you mean they're not in Wales?
Well, what are they to you then?
Well, they are in Wales, but they're literally
They're a Disney Plus subscription.
10 minutes away from the UK border, the English border, aren't they, or whatever. Liverpool, I've got Crystal Palace. That's the tasty one. Wolves are at Molineux to play Chelsea, and Wickham play Fulham.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a busy weekend this weekend. On Saturday, it's the AFL Grand Final. Bullshit, boring. And then
aerial fucking ping pong.
Yeah, aerial ping pong, egg chasing game, and then we've got the City game against Burnley at midnight in the Imperial. So that the Imperial is still open. So please come
right,
on.
I'll tell you where we're going to go to next. We're going to end on this subject. Tariq, I'm going to start with you. The rumours today. Gavardio contract should be done. Foden's contract should be done. Rodri's is advancing. I know what someone has said today, but Rodri's is advancing, I've been told, reportedly. The big one that came out that basically shook everyone to its core was John Stones' reported possible extension.
Yes. What? 1 year, 2 years? What have you heard?
I don't know because I didn't know anything about the John Stones one.
Because I feel like he could be the next Fernandinho in terms of contracts, just year by year. How do you feel? How does your body feel?
But why would you
go
do
year
that
by
for
year
him?
with you? Basically,
the only thing that justifies giving him an additional contract, in my opinion, just my opinion, is the fact that he's English. If he wasn't English, we wouldn't be having this conversation. We would be moving him on, and we would be bringing in the Juma Bobbs, the Vitor Hayeses of the world. We would be bringing all those players in. But because he is English, there's an additional value to him that those other guys, regardless of what they bring on the pitch, they don't bring. You know, when we start looking at filling out
Tariq.
Yes, sir.
When he's fit.
Don't call Alan, sir. You'll give him stations above him here.
Well,
Tariq,
you know, I have.
He will break out the prawn sandwiches.
Tariq, when he's fit, he's the best defender at the club by a long way.
So you don't. I completely agree with you that he is the best center back that we have when he's on his day, when he's healthy, better than everybody else. But the reality is that he spends maybe, I don't even know what fraction of his time that he is actually healthy and available. Now, maybe we could say we got to play this year out and see, maybe he's figured it out. Maybe he's turned the corner. I don't know. But at this point, even if he's healthy, he's standing in the way of who's next. Now,
who is next?
The Vitor Hayeses of the world, the Juma Bobbs of the world, of course, Gavardio, of course, Diaz. So I think that we have to create space for those guys to come into the lineup and into the squad, and we have to give them room to play. Otherwise, they're going to be spending all their days out in Girona or other places like that, but that aren't really maybe doing the best for their development. We need them back here. And Stones, for as good as he is, his inability to stay healthy is standing in the way of that. If we give him another contract, that's just my opinion.
He'll get another year.
Can you put Tariq in timeout, please?
I love him. I do. And I've said that I think he's the best center back that we have. But
Tariq, it's a good job Rich is not on here right now.
I was going to say, I was about to make a chant.
He would fly over.
I've got a feeling Rich is going to appear like magic.
I say John Stones 3 times. He's like a Welsh Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Rich would absolutely kill you.
I was going to ask Alan. I was going to say, Alan, are you rich?
Do you know what? Alan? Alan, I'm going to agree with Tariq. I wouldn't give him the extension unless Ake's going. Does that mean Ake's going?
How old is Ake now, if you mind me asking?
30, I think. I think it's just 30.
Yeah, but John Stones is 30, Alan. And he's 31.
Both of them are not old.
I know,
No.
but listen, I love
You can't keep both of them. You can't
Just
keep
staring
both
your
of them.
voice. Oh.
Well,
everyone's going to kill me here, but
hang on. Let's forget Gay. If get Gay, one can go.
So what you doing with Vita Hayes and Juma Bar then?
Well, Juma Bar's only very, very young, isn't he?
I'm sorry, no, I think we're being sentimental giving Stones. John Stones does 10 years. He's not. You're gonna hate me. His body's falling apart, Alan.
And listen, I know what you're saying, but when he's fucking fit, he's still better than everybody else.
I know,
Do
but
you
when
think
he's
the
fit, when
KDB
he's fit is the question.
Exactly. And again, I love him, but I just don't know that I can count on him to be healthy long enough to justify keeping him around. I guess I also have a separate question. Do you think the KDB not being offered a contract, basically being allowed to leave, or basically just being, I don't want to say pushed out, but he just didn't have a contract. So do you think that precedent stands for John Stones, even if he's, again, the thing he has that KDB didn't was the homegrown?
But possibly. But KDB was 33, so they're going on 34.
KDB was our best player.
Yeah, and when he had that last hamstring problem, he was never the same.
You can't bring up hamstring problems and when you're talking about John Stones, though, comparing him to John Stones. You know, like
Johnny Stones is a god, mate. He'll be walking around the restaurants as an ambassador when he finishes.
But Alan, is that what Pep thinks? When we play the big games, it's our best lineup going to have him in the squad. Is Pep going to put him in, or is he going to put Diaz in the right centre back?
Yeah,
that's the
question. Will. Mate, if we play the best games, Johnny Stones plays.
So when we play, I don't know when it is. When do we play Real? You think John Stones, assuming everybody's healthy, he's going to be our right center back, and let's say Gvardiol's going to be left over Diaz. I like him as a center back better than Diaz, but I don't think Pep is going to play him over Diaz. I just don't.
Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? And if he wants to extend it, it's Pep's decision. If he wants to extend him.
No,
well, is it Pep's decision?
Well, I'll tell you this now. He'll offer him a 1-year deal on less money.
Stones is a year older than Ake, by the way. I don't know if we already agreed or came to that conclusion.
He'll offer him a contract extension on less money.
Oh, definitely be less. Yeah, definitely. The contract will be lower. It'll probably be 150 to 200K.
Yeah, knowing him, he'll stay there because he doesn't want to leave us.
No, it doesn't make it.
Even if he's not going to play.
Yeah, 200K doesn't make it sound better. I'm sorry, you have to be on 150 for me.
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking that quota. I'm thinking rather than, because if you look at it, you think that most of the positions that we have, there is enough coverage there. Right back probably being the exception for now. Why bother going out there trying to find another player that may set you back 50, 60, 70 million? And that's just lowballing too, because we know what English tax is like trying to get an English player. Other clubs are going to know how our quota is getting low. Why not renew a contract? John Stones could be in a position where, yes, he's a squad player, but he helps our quota. Young defenders can come through, your Vita Hayes, your Juma Bars. He's not treading on their toes, but at the same time, it's just making our job easier with the quota.
Yeah, like I said, that is the thing that separates him from everybody else. He is valuable in a way that those other guys aren't.
Yep.
And so I could see from that standpoint, but again, to me, it's important that we. Again, my opinion doesn't matter, right? It's what Pep matters. Yeah. But my opinion is that we can't let him stand in the way of the others that are coming up.
I don't think you would.
But I agree.
I don't think you would. I just think it's an easy fix on the quota problem, which we knew was becoming a problem and was going to get worse. Why not solve that by simply signing him? So the only thing that is affecting the finances of the club is the wage bill. And that wage bill is only going to drop because his wages are probably going to be less than what it would be than if you got a new young English, you got another English centre back in or an English player just to counter that loss of quota. And and let's be honest, even if it was an English player just for the sake of squad numbers, you're looking at 50, 60, 70 million. And if there's any talk about us, trying to bolster the English ranks in terms of quota in that, then you would believe what you would hear. More than likely would be Morgan Gibbs-White, and that will be the midfield. That will be your Bernardo replacement.
Or
you might as well make that side of the job easier. Where
give me Elliot Anderson, Pat. Give me Anderson. Anderson's
the only problem with Anderson though is if Anderson comes in, I think Rodri has to leave.
No Livramento?
No, I do. Livramento's a shout, but I mean, if Kuznov keeps at this rate, we could be sitting here 9 months from now saying, remember how crazy we were going about wanting Livramento? Kuznov could have a fantastic season, and we'll say, why are we going to waste 70 million on Livramento? We've got Kuznov.
Fair, but I'm thinking about moving Kuznov into that right center back position because I think ultimately he'll surpass Diaz.
I'm going to say something to you now.
Yeah.
I heard yesterday of someone that Barcelona are putting a package together to get Rodri.
It doesn't matter. I've been told now. I know where you got that from.
It's an awful.
Maybe they are, but Rodri's contract is also going well at the moment, is what I've heard.
He wants assurances that Pep's going to stay longer term than just 1.5 years.
And he'll get that.
Yeah.
Wow. Breaking
news. I'm not saying
where's the ESPN sounder? Da-na-na, da-na-na.
In other news, everything is shit.
No. Listen, I've heard this. I've got told the same, and I agree. Maybe Barcelona are, but City were making deals. We're trying to make deals for Bruno Guimaraes apparently in the summertime. Just because we try doesn't mean players can do what they want. And Barcelona, they're not going to be able to pay the money we want.
Is he even going to be able to be registered? That would be the question he should be asking.
Yeah, they've got a massive sponsorship deal, haven't they? That's where they get the money.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
It hasn't worked in the past, and I think, and of course, there's the Real ties, but it sounds like La Liga keeps telling them, that's not going to work. Push it back.
Listen, Real Madrid, he won't go to Real Madrid because he's Atletico Madrid.
I think Rodri stays. I think he stays.
Well, Alan, Courtois was not Atletico player before he was at Chelsea. Now he's been Real Madrid's goalkeeper for God knows how long. I don't think that's necessarily a factor.
See, that's where I'm with BB. We can't be sentimental over defenders in the same way we were with midfielders and other. We made these errors. Now, again, if it's keep John Stones and you sell an Ake, I get it, but I don't. And yes, I am saying, Juma Bar and other ones are young, but Beates is out on loan. There's been links to Mark Gay as well.
I wouldn't say no to him. I wouldn't say no to him. He's a good player.
Yeah, I just think it's fair.
Are you also saying that, Alan, because you don't want Liverpool to get him?
Correct.
Yes.
Yep. And I'd agree with you in a way too.
I don't want them scouts.
Do you know what it is to me? I'm going to say it as I've always said it is, and I don't want to make the same errors or fall into the same traps we had before. And that doesn't mean I hate John Stones or whoever any less. But if we're willing to let KDB go, then the same has to be for every player. As long as we bring somebody in to cover, I wouldn't say let Stones go and bring in Juma Bar, because I think Juma Bar is going to be a great player, but we don't know yet, do we? We don't know.
How old is Juma Bar?
He's literally like 20.
18.
19.
19.
Yeah, he's
still very young.
Yeah. Because I've got the opinion the rebuild's not finished. I think we will buy more players next summer.
I agree. We're only halfway through, mate. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, exactly. I already showed up. Let's just see what happens. Spot.
Yeah.
Like I said, there were just reports today that has come out. I do think people will have to accept we are going to have to buy some homegrown players next summer. You are going to have to get on that bandwagon and you're going to have to accept there will have to be some homegrown players bought next summer.
Well, I think if we do get Gibbs White and keep Stones, that helps a great deal.
Well, the big thing is Savio and Kushanoff will go into the foreign contingent next summer.
So we have to. I think Gibbs White is absolute number one. We need to go on game.
Pat, why do you say that about Elliot Anderson? Why would you think Rodri would have to leave to bring
He's
in?
got an obsession with Elliot Anderson. Elliot Anderson is the flavour of the month at the minute.
No, mate, he's not.
Yes, he is. Yes.
From the small sample size I've seen, I'll answer Ed's question. From the small sample size I've seen at Forest, he is just about the first. He's just about the first name on the team sheet in that squad.
Me want a cigarette.
If he's going to want to make the step up to a big club, he's going to want to be playing as much game time as he does at Forest. And we know for a fact that a lot of their players are probably going to be on a similar to equal level of minutes played this season than what our squad is, because they are in Europe and they want to go far in Europe. And to be honest, yes, I am sounding biased. They're going to have a manager in Ange Postecoglou who could probably take them far in that competition.
Oh, piss off!
But Pat, we can say the same thing about Gibbs White. Gibbs White is the first name on the team sheet.
Ange's going to take them one way.
Down.
Hasn't won a game yet, by the way.
The fat Aussie PE teacher. That's what he is. Ange Postecoglou. He can go back to South Melbourne.
I didn't see anyone talking about Elliot Anderson before the last international break.
Thank you.
It all came out after he scored against Sampdoria, I think it was. Or played well against.
Danny. It's like another Adam Warden situation.
Yes,
hyping him up on a small sample size.
To give credit to LB, LB was doing Gibbs White watch-alongs last year, and he was saying that Anderson looked better than Gibbs White when he was watching him, and I agree with him. He does.
No, I'm not.
Again, small sample size.
I'm not especially convinced. I've watched him a couple of times. I haven't really seen him use his left foot.
This is a great point. Morgan Rogers was the flavour last month.
Exactly. No one's talking about it. Was
more than
But everybody on here would take Morgan Rogers.
I'll say that may not be a Morgan Rogers issue. That may just be an Aston Villa Emery issue.
Poor form at the moment, because
their whole team is not performing.
You know, I've always talked about how the last couple of seasons when we played Villa, we played them away, and it's always in December. And I've always said at that time of the season, they're one of the most informed teams in Europe. Now, this year, we played Villa away at the end of October. It was like, if there's ever a time I wanted to play a team in terms of difficulty of fixture, but also the lack of form that they're in, I'd love to be playing Villa away right now before they start getting it right.
Well, they've fallen off a cliff, haven't they, at the moment?
They do have injuries.
Yeah, it's disappointing. For them, it's disappointing. Yeah.
Tielemans is injured and Onana is injured. I think those are big misses for them.
They also had a pretty underwhelming summer window. Lost Rashford and didn't really replace him with anyone.
No.
Mullen's not especially good. I mean,
that's a crazy thing to say in 2025, Danny. That's a crazy thing to say.
It is, but he's hit the ground running at Barcelona, so fair play.
Do you think if they can get in? Do you think if Villa can get in the European spots, they'll go after Grealish?
Andrew, if you're still in the chat, just say hello. You might have gone to bed. But I forgot to mention, did you hear us chanting we want our ball back? Because the ball got kicked in the away end about 3 times and we kept nicking the ball and we just
I see them juggling it.
Gay doesn't start with Joshua Diaz if fit. No, I hear that. See, but I'm talking about building a squad again. Let's say, I suppose we'll get into it, and over the next few weeks, I think things will be more clear on contract extensions. It's just nice to hear Foden's virtually done and Gabardio's close, and we'll get one. John Stones was just a shock one. That was the one I think people weren't expecting.
Johnny Stones.
We'll say. Gentlemen, anything you want to add? Done an hour and a half.
I would just like to say I am disappointed in the lack of a two Heskies chant tonight, because they did a two Silvas chant back in the day.
Well, go on then, have a chat about them then.
They didn't replace it with a two Heskies chant. Disappointing.
The one thing I would say is Mikasa was built more like his dad. Was more built like their dad.
What, like Emil? Yeah.
Yeah. If I'd never have known he was Mikasa, I would have thought he was Emil's son than the other two.
That's not how
He
genetics
was
work,
a
Martin.
big unit, Emil Eski. He was a big unit.
I know.
He was big guy. He was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did better for England than he did for Liverpool.
I don't know. I think Leicester. I think when Heskey was at Leicester, that was when he was at his best.
Yeah, and they sold him for some ridiculous fee at the time. It's like still one of their top 10 sales to this day.
Yeah.
Emil, big boy. Yeah.
Yes.
No, but it's been a fantastic. Do you know what? It's been a fantastic week. We played 4 games, 3 wins, and a draw.
Yeah.
Yep.
And 3 clean sheets. And people are still mourning we didn't slap everyone 5-0 this week.
Well, saying that though, I'm going to say, unfortunately, Burnley, I think this is going to be you're going to be our whipping boys for this month.
Yeah. Well, I will say tomorrow night, I'm actually going to be on, and it's really good to get him on again. Tomorrow I'm going to be on Turf Moorhouse channel, over there at 8 p.m. for the preview. We have had them on here before, and we're going back over there tomorrow. I'll be on there.
Yeah.
8 p.m.
What's his name? Rich's brother.
He looks like Rich's brother.
He does look like Rich's brother. Yeah.
He's not Rich's brother. And then see if you like this thumbnail, Danny. Tomorrow is this. He's a Thursday night chat.
Wow,
different keys, different locks.
Very nice.
See, I'm getting a bit thing with the old thumbnails. This will be Thursday night chat.
What's a shit lock?
Well, it's a bank holiday tomorrow in Victoria, here in Melbourne.
Kyle Walker, Remontada.
Thanks for sharing that on Stateside Blues.
It's all right. It's bank holiday tomorrow, so I'll be on tomorrow morning.
Oh, by the way, do you two want to talk a little smack with these 3 for your big game next month? Because
Ed's already conceded that we're going to win, so thanks for making my job easier.
Right, okay then.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't paid attention. I do not pay attention to the US. To be honest, I think we play Canada. We play Canada before we play. We play Canada before the USA. I think that's going to be more of a challenge.
Oh, I agree.
Canada's good. Yeah, Canada's really good.
I agree.
So
I agree. Canada have been excellent the past
I will surprise you here. I support England, right? And anyone who plays Australia, and shut up, and anyone who plays Australia,
support England, but I live in Melbourne.
Anything, if they could play tiddlywinks, and if Australia lose, I take the piss. So come on, United States, kick their fucking ass, be hilarious, right?
That's funny.
It's true.
How long have you been there, Alan?
18 years. And
you haven't adopted it yet as home.
When was the last time you went to the States?
Oh, I went to Vegas for a wedding, and then stayed the time after. So went to LA, stayed in LA for 3 or 4 days, and drove to Vegas.
Yeah.
So there you go. But I will say this: it's England or anyone who plays Australia at anything for me, because I'd love to take the piss out of the Aussies. It's great. They don't like it if they get beat at anything. Trust me, they don't.
Alan, with due respect, you bang on about I support England. So what are you doing with Australian citizenship then?
It still is, just for convenience. That's it.
Oh, is it?
You're using
moving those goalposts
for taxes. We got you, Alan. For taxes, we got you.
Yeah.
Mate,
for tax purposes,
mate, don't let's bring that subject.
I'm going to be honest, Alan. I wish I knew you when Australia beat England at Upton Park back in 2003.
Oh, I wasn't happy
because that was a battering.
Oh, I wasn't happy about that. I was sat in the White Horse in Bolshoi, and I was fucking furious. I was absolutely fucking furious.
Yeah, Sven's fucking shit, and then 4 years later, oh, I love you, man. I'm glad you come to City.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was furious. I really was, even though it wasn't friendly.
I mean, Upton Park doesn't even exist anymore. They knocked it down in 2016, didn't they?
Mate, that was mate.
Given the way the West Ham fans love the London Stadium, I think everybody wishes they were still there.
I agree.
Yeah.
Certainly was a very good atmosphere at Upton Park. I've been many a times. So
yeah, I think a lot of City fans in the old days used to say it was probably their favourite away day in London, or at least like it was.
West Ham?
Most entertaining.
all
at least,
day. Yeah. But mate, they've got a lot of fans in East London. Trust me, they have a lot of fans.
What would collectively probably be the favourite away day in London now for City fans? Because I've heard a lot of people say they like doing Fulham away.
I went to Fulham away and it was great, but I don't have anything else to compare it to. So
okay, yeah. No, I haven't done Fulham yet. I've done Chelsea, Arsenal, Palace,
Tottenham. You done Tottenham yet?
No, I haven't done Tottenham yet.
Great ground.
Yeah, no,
the new one.
Brilliant.
And in terms of other London games where City hasn't played, I've gone to QPR.
Yeah, well, we know, Governor. We know, mate. We're only having a bit of fun with Alan. Just so you know, we can give us some feedback on the thumbnails. We're trying to get a bit more engaging. Like I said, Blues Down Under and Stateside are going to stay. We're just going to mix the shows up in terms of we're going to make them more topical as well. Just to try and help.
Tariq.
The panels aren't. Hang on, Alan. The panels aren't going to change. So that is still going to do, but we're going to get it.
But that comes first, mate. Trust me. Don't worry.
Alan, let him speak.
Sorry.
Oi.
Sorry.
Gobshite. Shut up.
Yep.
Right. Sit there with your headphones on, you. Right. It's late night. We can do this. Yeah. So. Blues Down is going to say, but we're going to change thumbnails, get them more topical. We have realized maybe the shows do go a bit too long, so we're going to cut them back a little bit to maybe 90 minutes, hour 40 max, because some of the shows lately have been going for 3 hours, and we know we're also looking at, just to give you a channel update, we're going to do, and I do a lot of space in the middle of the night. And me and Ed and somebody else you speak to, we're going to do 1 or 2 shows late night in the middle of the night, because YouTube's Manchester City is a global fan club. So what we're going to do is a couple of shows a week where we haven't decided where we're going to call it, Mancunian Way, After Dark, whatever, we don't know. But yeah, so Stateside, Blues Down Under, everything's staying the same. We're just going to mix things, get them more engaging for you people rather than just Stateside Blues episode 4. That's on me. My apologies. It was just, I apologize for that. That was on me. So I'm not calling my end of the bargain up on that for you guys. It's your channel, your way. We need to be. We want it to be better for you people. The other thing as well is, so yeah, tomorrow 9 p.m, 9:15, different keys, different locks, Thursday night chat. We're going to talk about Pep's tactics and how the media have ripped him apart this week. You wouldn't think you'd have thought we played a back 10 for the last 3 years, the way the media have gone on this week. So we'll talk that. Ryjack is away, that's why he's not on today. And Vato is not here for this week or next due to family commitments. So, yes, Vato will be back. So, we'll Ryjack next week. It's all fine. We'll be back to 11 o'clock next Wednesday. But the thing is with Blues Down Under as well and Stateside, we can turn them into more post games as well. Now we've got a lot of midweek games coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's good. And that's what we want. We want it more engaging. This Saturday, I will have to leave the Burnley game early because I'm going to a family wedding.
Plastic.
I know. I got called that last night on the space. Someone said, "You plastic son," because I've got to leave it. Like, no, I can now push to the 60th minute. I am skipping the wedding. I'm just going to the after party. It's my cousin's wedding. I'm skipping it to go to the game. You know what I mean?
So what time are you leaving the game?
About 60th minute. I'm going to have to go.
They should have had the reception up in the chairman's.
You fucking plastic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realise. Alan, I'm already missing the ceremony.
Well, just give your ticket to somebody else who will stay there for 90 minutes.
Piss off. Sorry, what's your ticket?
The Allen season ticket.
Listen,
I'm
listen,
surprised that people
I
are allowed to
hope-
get married on game
I,
weeks.
yeah,
There's your
exactly.
season ticket, gobshite.
Listen, all
There
I'll
we go.
say now, in the 60th minute, is the camera
Look at
pan
Dylan,
on the family stand and
There we
watch
go.
him walking up the steps. It'd be great.
That was fast. Oh my god, how did you get that fast?
Oh no, he's had it for ages today.
I've had it for ages.
Okay.
He's not stupid. By the way, tomorrow, 8 p.m.
Plastic.
in there. So I am in there. That's where I'll be tomorrow at
Plastic.
8 p.m.
It's what Alan says when he walks in the strip club. Plastic.
So yeah,
Here's
Extra
a
plastic,
tenner.
please. Extra
the
plastic.
links are in the description. Better Games TV.
Plastic.
By the way, big up. I saw a few of you have subscribed and linked up to Shades of Blue. So big up. Get over there. Great show.
Thank you.
I had a bit of a debate with someone about Grealish. You haven't got a Grealish fan on your show, have you, Tariq? I've noticed that.
A Grealish fan.
Yeah, what was the guy's name?
No.
I can't remember the guy's name who wasn't the biggest Grealish fan.
I'll come on. I'm a British fan.
You're a Grealish fan? No, I wouldn't say we have any Grealish fans.
No, you've got someone who isn't a Grealish fan.
Oh yeah, so I would say there's probably more people that are taking the Daku position as opposed to the Grealish position. Which my thing is this. What I found is that you have we call them stands after Eminem, the stands. People feel like because people go really hard to let's say defend Grealish and therefore feel the need to criticize Daku, that then there raises up another group of people who feel the need to go overboard praising Daku and criticizing Grealish, when the fact of the matter is there's probably some middle ground in between. Neither one of them have been overwhelmingly great. Daku's been really good this season. Grealish has been pretty good this season in a different environment, but I think as fans, some of the criticism gets super loud, and then you have people who feel the need to defend at that same level, and it just keeps going back and forth. So I don't know, but yeah, you're right. I don't know which one it was.
Yeah, the problem I have with it is, I've been saying this for years, is sort of the character and the way people character assassinate certain players, and I mean that in a way where it's like they have to talk something up by talking something else down.
Exactly.
Why can't you just talk everything you like, talk up, and then anything you don't like, just keep your mouth shut?
Yep.
Or just slag off everything and just be Alan and slag off everything. So at least we know where you stand.
Yeah. I'm a Grealish fan. Samir don't like any of them. I love the way we're still having the Grealish Doku debate when one of them's not even here anymore. He's like the Alvarez thing. People are celebrating Alvarez's goal. He's gone. Serve Morehouse channel link above. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. 8 p.m. tomorrow for the Bailey preview. Yeah, and then live 9:15. We've had to go for 9:15 because Rich wants to go in between 9 and 9:30. Rich wanted 9:30. Pat wants 9, so we're going to meet in the middle. Luke, get in touch with me, mate.
Which means we start at 9:30 because everybody's late anyway.
Yeah, Luke, let me know if you're free tomorrow 9:15. You and Bebo.
Can we have Tariq on? Can we have Tariq on tomorrow when Richard and then let him repeat what he said about Johnny Stones and see what
just clip it. Yeah. Just go back in time, clip it because I stand behind it. I love John Stones. I love him to death, but until he can stay healthy,
the run will be biblical. Trust me,
I'm all for it. I'm all for it because at the end of the day,
you're always invited. I'm done it. I'm dead. Well, I just
see the problem is if it's 9 o'clock your time, that's what 4 o'clock in the morning my time. I'm not even moving at that point.
No. 9 p.m. UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, 9:15 UK.
It's probably 3 o'clock your time.
Yeah,
I'm
3-4.
because I know LB's
be at
doing
work.
a panel show somewhere else, so
Yeah.
you might end up getting.
And Tariq, Danny, if you guys are interested too, you are welcome to do the watch along with me and Ed for Australia. Against
For sure, I'll be there
For the Australia game, I don't even
it's
know what it is, but I'll jump on.
No, I've got the time here because I've just been.
Can I just come in just for the crack? Can I?
No, I'm just gonna sub myself out, Pat.
Actually, no, it'll be 2 a.m. But I'm sure you'll. No, Martin, it'll be 2 a.m. But I'm sure you'll be awake.
Yeah, he will. He will.
Hey,
There's
Dave.
Dave, who was man of the match this morning?
We've heard about you and
Calvin
Alan
Phillips.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was man of the match this morning?
Nico O'Reilly, probably.
Nico O'Reilly says.
I
was good.
You thought Alan was man of the match.
Who?
Alan.
No.
You haven't heard him at 5 in the morning.
We were up at
5
during the game. You were having a snuggle watching the game together.
Drinking a Yorkshire Gold while watching Huddersfield. You traitors.
Dealing with you. Anyway, Shades of Blue Network. Have you got anything coming up this week, Tariq?
Yeah, we'll be going live tomorrow night, 8:00 Eastern US time, which that makes that 1:00 UK time. I have no idea what that means for the folks from Australia. I apologize. I have no idea
8
what the
p.m.
time zone
That's
is.
10 a.m. here, mate. That's lovely.
All right. So if you're familiar with the boys from Noisy Pod, they'll be on with us for part of it.
Yeah,
So,
good mates.
Nice.
yeah. So looking forward to it.
Tariq, we're going to organise a Richard v Tariq debate on here on Johnny Stones. We need to get that going.
I'm down, whatever. Because at the end of the day, I just genuinely believe that as good as he is, he's got to prove he can stay healthy. Now, and maybe he'll do it this season. Who knows?
International break.
Tariq, don't let Alan get to you. It's fine. Anyway, so the match should be starting for you. Australia USA should be starting for you guys Tuesday, 14th of October, around 9 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us know because I'll message you and Bebo if you're free for tomorrow 9:15. By the way, I did respond to Jake. Jacob put a tweet out saying, "Great result, but it wasn't Apple." And I went, "Are you ever happy?" Hello, to Jacob tonight. Like, are you ever happy? Like, we win, you miserable. What's up with you, mate? No, listen. Good bit of banter, but please support all the channels because, like I said earlier on, YouTube is playing amok at the moment with everybody. You've noticed everyone's views are down, and I don't know what the algorithm's just gone all over the shop because I think they're changing things up. So tomorrow, I believe, I'm not sure it's guaranteed, but check it out. 10:30 in the morning, South Stand, Mancunian Way goes south. Me and Ozzy will be up. Alan will probably make his way on there somehow. And Pat will. So there you go. 8 p.m. Turf Morehouse will be over there. And then 9:15 Thursday night chat. Ed is now part of the channel.
Thanks for announcing this to the world.
Were you not always a part of the channel?
Tariq, just a couple more shows and you'll be as well. Don't worry, it's fine.
Was he not always a part of the channel?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't, Tariq.
I just assumed you were.
Next week, you get your initiation and you're in. Anybody else?
Are there dues I have to pay?
No, you don't want the initiation. It's traumatic.
You've got to sing the national Manchester City anthem. It goes a very little bit like Alan is a wanker, Alan is a wanker, Alan is a wanker.
Alan Howarth, he's a wanker, he's a wanker.
No, but anyway, I spoke with Rich. I haven't had a chance to speak with Pat yet, but I spoke with Oz and I spoke with Rich. So you'd outvoted anyway, Pat. So tough titty, said the kidder.
What are we talking about?
He don't even listen anymore. He switched off.
It's the benefits of selective hearing.
I'm joining tomorrow because I will be wearing my Melbourne City shirt.
Yes. Well.
Oh, we go with them, have you? Oh, really?
But anyway,
Do you guys
City
feel
are through.
do you feel like you have to support Melbourne City since they're a part of CFG? Or
No, what
did
do you
you?
think?
He doesn't like. He's not too asked about
No.
A-League, but like if he had an affiliation, it would be Melbourne.
Have you not
Melbourne
seen
City.
the shot? Have you seen the New York City one for this season? I love that as well.
Oh, the home
I've
kit.
ordered that.
Yeah, but I'm still obsessed over the away kit. The black one is just fire.
Yeah.
That was sexy tonight. Oh my god, watching that live. Oh, that away kit is gorgeous.
I don't know about the
Wasn't
white socks
keen on
though.
the
I don't know
colour.
about the white socks. Would you go all black? Like
No, I
black
go with the
socks?
white socks. I just wasn't keen on Phil Foden.
Right, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to fuck off. I'm going for something to eat, and then.
All right, you fuck off then.
Fuck
I
off,
love the way
Alan.
you put that stock. I'll see you tomorrow, Alan.
Later,
Yeah.
Alan.
Have a good
Hey,
one.
mate,
Have a
get
good
fucked.
one.
Live it, man.
Go and get
Hang
fucked.
on.
Get a
I'll
coin
see
and
you
go fuck
plastic.
yourself.
See you, plastic. How disgraceful you 60 minutes and you're walking out. Disgrace.
See you fake Yorkshire bastard.
Is he calling me plastic?
Yes,
that
he's
in
calling
there?
you plastic.
Was he being said? Wow.
Can I just
Saying
say
that,
though, when
in the last
the
month, I've
collars
been called
start,
a United fan and a plastic, so I'm kind of getting it all at the minute. Anything else?
you take it all in your stride, mate. It's fine.
Yeah, and my stride.
Can I just say though that when the collar starts to get a bit like this, it actually does look like the All Blacks like rugby kit.
Whoa, Dylan. What? Where's that come from? Oh,
This
by the
is-
way, quick one as well. We are
Edit
now
type
going to
stream.
start.
Look,
I went live tonight on TikTok for the first time just to try it out. We are going to try when we're doing the lives. I'm also going to go live on TikTok at the same time. We're going to do some lives on TikTok and Instagram. We're really going to go.
Okay.
you sure everyone wants to see your dance moves?
I'm telling you, I've got the bit between my teeth at the minute, as Pat will know from my WhatsApp messages over the last few days. I'm up in it. It's time we upped our game, and we're going to up it.
I'm going to do a dramatic reading of me reading these messages.
My computer got hacked. Yeah, right. Anyway, big up to Tariq, Ed, Danny. Always a pleasure, mate. Danny, where can everyone find you, mate?
I'm just on Twitter. I don't do a whole lot. I'm on LBs as well.
He's on all the shows.
Nah.
Mr. Moonlight, Mr. Moonlight
Technical
himself.
technical breakdown on Twitter. You know.
Yeah, true. I try my best.
And then obviously, Pat, you know where you can.
Yes, and if you're in Sydney over the weekend, Sydney Blues will be at Cheers Bar Saturday night, midnight, Sunday morning, 561 George Street. So please, if you're in town, if you're in the CBD, you'll know where to find
We're
us.
doxing everyone.
No, that's the name of the pub. That's the address of the pub you're half with.
All right, that's all right.
We thought it was your house.
I don't
We were
live
showing
at
up
the
for a
pub.
party.
It's getting too
I don't
late,
live at the-
everybody in
I
the
don't
chat.
live at
It's
the
getting
pub, you
too
half
late right now.
Oh no! Don't give Tariq the address to your house. He's gonna burn that Stones jersey that's right behind you.
I love Stones. See, this is why my issue, because I don't have anything against Stones. I'm just saying don't give him another contract. I love him.
Saying
But
that,
just don't give him another contract.
I agreed with him, so I'm in the house as well. I'm in the doghouse. Danny's an LB regular. He won't be for long. We're nicking him. Sorry, LB. Deal with it.
So you're getting the Stones. You got to figure out who's going to give you the bigger
That'll get us to about
contract.
23 owners of the show.
See, I woke up this morning. I was like, wait, shit, he's gonna do a post match today, and I'm gonna have to decide which one to go on. But he didn't do a post match.
Yeah. Danny's updating his socials now, part owner of Make Union Way.
Yeah, anyway, you're all legends. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. City win. Phil Foden's on fire. And tomorrow, we'll talk different keys for different locks. As always, up the Blues. You're legends. Take care.